Hi all, my name is Gaurav. In this video, we'll talk about Git Rebase. In previous video, we talked about Git merge. I'll also provide the link of Git merge video in this video so that you can refer it if needed. Before going to Rebase, let's quickly recap the merge. So basically, merge and Rebase both merges the branches. But in merge, it keeps the order of commit. So for example, there are two branches, main and feature. So first commit is M1, then M2, then feature one's commit is F1, then again in main there is a commit F3, then again there is commit F2 in a feature branch. If we merge feature branch into main branch, so it will merge F1 and F2 into the main branch and it will keep the commit history as is. For example, commit history would be like that. First M1, then M2, then F1, then M3, then F2, like this. M1, M2, F1, M3, F2. And there is additional commits also comes. We can say it's a merge commit. It by default comes when you use a git merge. Now let's talk about the Git Rebase. So we have a similar structure. We have a main branch where we have two commits M1, M2. Then from M2 we created a new feature branch, feature branch, and we started developing feature in the feature branch. So we made a first commit F1, but meanwhile someone made a changes in main branch, which is M3. We keep working on the feature branch, and this is a final commit F2. Let's say our feature gets completed. Now we need to merge this feature branch into main branch using rebase strategy. So how rebase works? So rebase, when we merge feature branch into main branch, rebase checks what is the latest common commit in both branches. So in this case it is M2. Okay. Now it checks whether the receiving branch, when I say receiving branch means we are merging changes of feature into the main branch. So main is receiving the changes. So main is a receiving branch. Then what it does, after the common commit, whatever changes happen in the receiving branch, it stores those changes some temporary area. Okay, so in this case M3 would be stored somewhere here in the temporary area. Now it will take the feature branch changes F1 and F2 and it will apply on top of M2. Now after this it will go to staging area, temporary area, and it will take the stored commit which is M3 and it will apply that M3 on top of F2. So that is how it works. Okay, now let's see practically how we can replicate this scenario. So for that purpose I have created a Git repository which is Git Rebase. Repository name is Rebase. Currently it has a main branch, it has two commits M1 and M2. So we have replicated till here M1 and M2. Now we'll create a feature branch from this point. So let's create a feature branch. We created a feature branch and it got all the changes of main branch M1 and M2. What is next? Next it is saying, okay, you need to make one commit F1 in the feature branch. So let's make a commit F1 in the main branch. So what I'll do, I already have a file, upload files. Let me upload F1. So I made a change in feature branch, say F1. So we got this F1. Now next what we'll do, we'll go to main branch and we'll make a change M3 in the main branch. So I'll go to main branch and I'll make a change M3. So I'll just upload a file and I'll name that commit as M3. What is next? Again, I need to go to feature branch and I'll make one more commit F2 over here. So what I'll do, I'll go to feature branch and I'll make a commit F2 over here. So what I'll do, I'll upload a file name is f2.txt. So yeah, so I have replicated this structure. Okay, now I'll rebase it. I will merge basically feature branch into main branch using Git Rebase. So first what I'll do, I'll clone this branch. I will go here. This is my folder where I'll clone my branch. I'll say git, sorry, I'll say git clone and paste the URL. Okay, so I got this rebase by and I'll go to my bad. I'll go to cd rebase inside my repository. So by default I am on the main branch. I'll see the commit history using the command git log --, one line. Okay, so it has M1, M2, M3, which is good. I'll go to feature branch, git checkout feature. Okay, I came to feature branch where we have M1, M2 and F1, F2 as well. I'll see history over there. So here we have M1, M2, F1, F2. Okay, just keep in mind the original commit ID of M3 is 9758BF. Okay, now I'll rebase. So basically what I'll do, I'll merge feature branch into the main branch. So main branch is my receiving branch. So first I'll go to my receiving branch. I am now on my receiving branch. Now I want to merge changes of feature branch. Okay, so I'll say git rebase feature. So what it will do, it will merge feature changes into the main branch. How it will do? It will check the what is the latest common commit. This is my latest common commit. In main it is M2, in feature also it is M2. And after M2 there is a change M3 which will be stored into temporary area, and commit ID of this M3 starts with 987. Okay, let's rebase. We rebased it. Okay. Okay, now again we will see git log --, one line, see if F1, F2 came. You see, first M1, M2 came, then on top of M2 it applies F1, F2, then it pulled the change which was stored into a temporary area and it applied on top of F2, which is M3. The only difference you see, earlier commit ID of M3 in the main branch was starting with 987. Now it is changed to DC0 something. So it means it rewrites the commit history. Whatever changes it is stored into the temporary area, it rewrites those commits. So it would be treated as a new commit. Okay. Now if I need to push it onto the remote repository, what I'll do, I'll say git push and I'll say forcefully push that, because Git does not allow to rewrite the commit history, rewrite the commit. So if we do it forcefully, it will push this. Let's do that. It is asking me username and password. Let me quickly give that. I am putting username. Okay. Now I am putting password. Okay. This is done. Let's see on the remote repository. Okay. In main branch, we have F1, F2 also now, and if I see commit, it is M1, M2, then on top of M2 there would be F1, F2, then M3. So that is how it looks like. Thank you. I hope this video was clear. In next video, we will talk about squash command. Thank you.